The mountain lion attack on New Year's Day.
Possible hiker mountain lion incident.
Somebody walked out of the fire station and said there was a human mountain lion kill on the trail.
On January 1st, 2026, while most people were celebrating the start of a new year, a quiet mountain trail in Colorado became the scene of a rare and devastating tragedy. What began as a peaceful outdoor run ended in a fatal encounter with one of North America's most elusive predators.
Mountain lion attacked and killed a woman on New Year's Day. That attack happened on a trail just a few miles outside of the eastern entrance to the Rocky Mountain National Park. According to Colorado Parks and Wildlife, hikers spotted a woman down on the trail and also a mountain lion about 100 yards away.
46-year-old Kristen Marie Kovatch wasn't just visiting the mountains that day. She belonged to them. She had spent years exploring the rugged beauty of Colorado's trails, pushing her limits and encouraging others, especially women, to step out of their comfort zones and experience the wild for themselves. But on this day, something went terribly wrong. Kristen Kovatch was known by her friends and family as someone full of life, kind, strong, and deeply connected to nature. Originally from Texas, she wasn't always an athlete. In high school, she was more focused on music than sports, playing the oboe and participating in her school's marching band. But everything changed after she moved to Fort Collins, Colorado in 2011. That's where she discovered trail running. And once she did, she never looked back. Over the years, Kristen transformed herself into an experienced endurance athlete. She completed multiple ultramarathons, grueling races that stretched 50, even 100 miles across rough mountain terrain. She trained in the high elevations of Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming, spending thousands of hours on trails that most people would never dare to attempt. To her, it wasn't just exercise. It was freedom. It was peace. It was home. But Kristen wasn't just passionate about the outdoors. She was also deeply devoted to her family. In recent years, she had become the primary caretaker for her elderly parents, helping them with daily tasks and driving them to medical appointments. Despite her busy life, she made time for weekly family dinners, staying closely connected with her loved ones. She also had a soft spot for animals, adopting 2 stray cats, Mocha and Wilder, who became part of her small but meaningful world. Kristen lived a life built on care, connection, and quiet strength. On the morning of New Year's Day, Kristen set out for a run on the Crozier Mountain Trail, near a small community called Glen Haven. It was a trail she knew well, a place she had visited many times before. For her, this wasn't unusual. It was part of her routine. But somewhere along that trail, she encountered a mountain lion. Mountain lions, also known as cougars, are powerful and highly elusive predators. Attacks on humans are extremely rare. In fact, most people can spend their entire lives hiking in mountain lion territory and never see one. But when attacks do happen, they are often sudden, silent, and incredibly dangerous. At some point during her run, Kristen was attacked. The exact details of the encounter remain unclear, but authorities later confirmed that she died as a result of injuries caused by the mountain lion.
Colorado Parks and Wildlife says hikers spotted a mountain lion near an adult woman lying on a trail near Glen Haven, outside Rocky Mountain National Park. They scared the animal away with rocks and rushed to rescue her, but could not find her pulse.
Search teams eventually located her along the trail, turning what should have been a peaceful start to the year into a heartbreaking loss. News of Kristen's death spread quickly through the local community. For those who knew her, the shock was overwhelming. Friends described her as a trailblazer, not just because of her athletic achievements, but because of how she inspired others. She had helped build a supportive community of runners, especially encouraging women to feel confident and safe exploring the outdoors. Her energy was contagious. Her presence was uplifting, and her absence left a deep void. Many of her friends took some small comfort in one painful truth. Kristen died doing what she loved. She was on a trail that meant something to her, in a place where she felt alive, surrounded by the kind of wilderness she had embraced for years. Still, her death serves as a powerful reminder of something we often forget. Nature, while beautiful, is unpredictable. The same landscapes that offer peace and escape can also hold unseen dangers. Encounters with wild animals, though rare, are always a possibility, especially in remote areas. And even the most experienced hikers and runners are not immune. Kristen's story is not just about tragedy. It's about passion, about courage, about a woman who built a life around the things she loved: family, community, and the outdoors. On January 17th, friends and family gathered to celebrate her life. They shared stories, memories, and the impact she had on so many people. Her legacy lives on, not just in the miles she ran, but in the lives she touched, in the runners she inspired, in the community she helped create. Kristen Kovatch will be remembered as strong, kind, adventurous, and deeply human. And while her life was cut short in a tragic and unexpected way, her story continues to echo through the trails she once ran. Because for Kristen, those mountains weren't just a place. They were a part of who she was.